Today we're going to be talking about text behaviors in Apple Motion. Motion has a lot of behaviors that you can apply to text, but truth be told, most of them I never use because, to be honest, I think they're a little cheesy. Some of them are just, I don't know, too dramatic and I'm not into them. But today I'm going to try to give those text behaviors a 2022 makeover, bring them into our era, make them look more modern and more cool. And I'm going to show you how you can change the properties of text behaviors to really customize the way that they look. I'm not going to go through line by line every change to every value I made on my versions of these behaviors, but I will show them on the screen. So if you want to pause this video so you can take note of them, you're welcome to do that. My goal for all of these different transformations is to really maintain like the idea of the behavior, but just bring it into a little bit more of a current feel. Are you ready? The first text behavior I want to give a makeover to is deal in. The deal in behavior has every single letter individually flipping in as if it's being dealt by a card dealer. The letters also rotate and scale down as they fade in. To me, this feels really slow and clunky, and so I never reach for this one. All right, here's my version of the deal in. I shortened the duration of the behavior significantly. I also reduced the scale. And I pumped the spread way up. To me, when these letters kind of lay in, it almost feels like a poker player saying read 'em and weep. All right, our next text behavior that I really wanted to give a makeover is Dolly in. By default, each character randomly fades in and moves backward in the Z position. The faces start blurred out and then come into focus. Now here's my version. What I did was shorten the duration of the action of the behavior, and I pumped up that blur dramatically so it really comes into focus. I also animated the entire line instead of individual characters and increased the spread. To me, this just feels so much more elegant. Next up is gather in. By default on this one, the characters reposition randomly on the Z axis. So some come from behind and some come from out front. The tracking is reduced by 30%. So the characters feel really crowded together to me at the beginning. They also fade in, rotate in on the X axis, and all the movement starts at the ends and finishes in the center. The motion accelerates as it happens, and then it does this weird herky-jerky thing at the end. Do you see that? Here's my version of gather in. I boosted the tracking dramatically to a positive value. So instead of the characters starting crowded together, they actually start far apart. I also changed the speed from constant to accelerate, so it really snaps into place. To me, this feels so much more of an actual gather in movement than the default settings. All right, next up is hop in. This behavior is actually keyframed. So the letters kind of bounce in from the left. The X and Y scales are keyframed independently, so the characters compress and stretch as they hop, and the character sequencing is set by keyframes, and the speed on this is constant by default. Now here's my version. I actually removed the scale parameter so the characters don't stretch and compress, and added a tracking parameter so they start spread out, but the tracking reduces to 0 by the end of the animation. I changed the sequencing to from, reduced the spread a hair, and changed the speed to decelerate. I also shortened up the duration of the behavior to speed the action up. Also, one more note here, you guys, your text alignment needs to be right justified for this to work. To me, my version definitely retains the feeling of the characters hopping in, but it just feels tidier and less chaotic to me. All right, guys, before I get to my next behavior makeover, do you like this video? Are you enjoying it? Let me know by giving me that thumbs up, hitting that subscribe button, and ringing the bell so you never miss a future upload. Next up is the jump in behavior. This is such a dramatic text effect that I can't get behind it. I can't see ever using this in real life. By default, the letters start out huge and rotated on the X axis. They fade in and reposition on the Y and Z axes. Now here's my version. I removed the scale and rotation parameters and raised the spread a lot. I also sped up the action in my timeline. I really love this new text behavior. It's definitely something I'm going to use. All right, here's another one that I've never in my life used. This one is called pop in. By default, the letters fade in and scale down into place one at a time, and the speed is constant. Here's my version. I reduced the value of the scale so that the move is less dramatic. I also increased the speed and changed the speed to ease both. To me, this just feels nicer and more subtle and definitely more the kind of thing that I would reach for. All right, here is Scramble in. This one's interesting because it actually applies two separate behaviors. One of the behaviors controls the rotation, position, and opacity of the characters, and the second has keyframes to control the motion back and forth. So when you play this one, the letters flip in and then sort of freeze out of order, and then they move into position. Now here's my version. I removed the rotation and position parameters on the top behavior, and then I removed one of the keyframes down here in the timeline to make the repositioning constant and smooth. I just feel like this looks so much neater. You know, with the scramble effect, it can look a little chaotic, and having all that rotation change and position change in there just made it look sloppy. This just looks so much tighter to me. All right, this next one is Speedster. With this one, all of the characters individually fly in from the right. There's also a blur applied to the face of it as they move. Here's my version. I ended up pumping the blur up dramatically to really give the Speedster behavior a feeling of fast motion, and I raised the spread a lot so each character doesn't just fly in one at a time, but they kind of all go together. All right, the next one is Springy. This to me has got to be one of the wildest text behaviors in Apple Motion. This behavior applies a outline and a glow and a drop shadow to the text, and then it distorts all of those attributes by modifying the four corners. Each character fades in and moves along the Z-axis, so it's very close to the front of the frame, then swings way back into the background before finally coming forward to settle into its final place. The direction of these guys is all random, so the letters are all moving independently of each other, and the speed on this one is constant. Here's my version. I removed all of those appearance attributes like the outline and the glow. I also added a tracking parameter, so I spread the characters way out from each other. And then instead of animating randomly, I animated in by word, and the direction is center to ends, and then the speed I decelerated. In my mind, my version of the springy behavior retains that kind of bounce feel that you want, but it just feels cleaner to me without all of those effects to the appearance of the text, like the outline and the glow. And the last one here is the tear in behavior. These letters come in from the bottom left of the screen. They also scale down to their final value, and they rotate on the Z-axis at a value of 56. There's also a negative tracking parameter applied here, so the letters start kind of crowded together and then spread out. The speed on this one eases out as well. Here's my version. I eliminated the position parameter so the letters don't come in from the left like they do by default. I also increased the scale so they start even bigger, and I dramatically changed the Z rotation so they flip even more. I also slightly reduced the spread and changed the speed from ease out to ease both. This is definitely one of the wilder transformations that I did, but I think that having the text originate more from the center of the screen instead of the way left corner makes it more tasteful, but keeps it really dynamic. So there you go, guys. What did you think of my text behavior makeovers? Did you like any of the original text behaviors better than what I did? Let me know in the comments. If you guys like this video, there's more text behaviors I could give makeovers to. Let me know if you want to see that as well. Thank you so much for creating with me today. I will see you again.